Welcome to an Oasis podcast. In this episode, we meet Domino. Tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm Domino. 17 years old. I'm a professional Valorant player for Bandits Esports.
Hey,
Uh,
nice to
I'm from
know.
America. Oh yeah.
Hmm,
Uh, yeah, I'm excited to be here.
cool. Tell us, how did you learn about Bandits Esports?
So when I first started playing CS:GO, I I was grinding like Face It and stuff like that, and I actually met KNX, the former CEO owner,
Hmm,
in
yeah.
one of those Facer keys. And then
Mm-hmm.
we were on a team called Bittersweet together for a brief,
Okay.
like, good 2 months, I want to say. After that, he was like,
Mm,
we had some bad stuff happen with Bittersweet and the management and stuff. So he
yeah.
got sick of that, and he's like, he wanted to start his own like team. So we started the first iteration of Bandits Esports.
Is this
About
2018?
This is 2018, yeah.
Oh, it goes
This is
way back.
OG
Okay.
Bandit, yeah, way
Hmm,
back. Um, so we were in there for a little bit, and then yeah, we kind of all parted ways, I guess. A lot of people
yeah.
that were in so Poster used to play with us as well.
Hmm,
Crumble Poster.
yeah.
Yeah, so he was a part of that crew too. So that's how I found out. And then I came to KNX with my Valorant roster because I knew that he was trying before to get a team going. I knew he brought it back, and yeah, he welcomed us with open arms, and we've been here ever since. So excited.
I can tell. I can tell. Like you've been a part for the team for long. Poster himself, he talks quite highly of you, and yeah, Bandits is it's a great organization. For anyone who doesn't know, Bandits Esports Club. I recently just bought the esports organization, and what Bandits Org is we currently specialize in Valorant, a little bit of Apex, and a little bit of Fortnite. We are looking to move into Apex, but right now Valorant is our main focus, and we've got this top player right here. Tell us, how did you get into competitive?
Um, well, competitive Valorant or competitive in general? Like,
Just competitive, like start off with.
alright, so when I first like, I've always been a competitive person, I guess you could
Yeah,
say. I always want to be better than my friends at anything we do. Like, we have little
respect
2K
that.
tournaments, everyone. Yeah. So when I first started getting to CS, I knew a little bit about the competitive scene because of my cousin.
Mm,
He was like really low tier 3 CS player. And then I looked at all these like really cool events happening, like DreamHack, IEM, like every major I always tried to watch. And so I thought that was like really cool. So I really wanted to get into it. And then so yeah, I was like I said, off the podcast, or was I on? I don't remember. I was grinding Face It, and like just trying to play as much as I can. And
hmm.
um yeah, how I got into competitive Valorant was CS:GO was kind of dying. This was over quarantine, and
Okay.
for those of you who don't know, CS:GO is more LAN popular than online. So NA
Oh, you played the
is
LAN.
online CS.
Do you
No,
actually
no,
play a
no.
LAN? Ah.
Oh, I have before, but
Oh, okay. Tell us about that. Yeah, tell us about that.
yeah. So I've been to two LANs, one in New Hampshire and one down
Yeah.
in Florida. Um, the Florida one wasn't too nothing special. Like you won, pretty sure like $100, something like that. Um, but the one in New Hampshire, it was called Nerd Fest. We ended up coming fifth, sixth, I believe, in it.
Right.
That was my first LAN. I was really young. I want to say this had to be before Bandits actually. Let's- If I could find pictures on my phone, I would tell you. But yeah.
Hmm.
So that had to be around late 2017, I think. So that was my first kind of experience out of LAN, and
Yeah.
now that we have this Valorant team going, we're trying to, go to these like Nerd Street events in Fullerton and Fragadelphia. Hopefully, we go to that. And
Hmm.
then just like travel. with the gang. It would be really fun. Like this summer, we
Yeah.
hopefully we're hopefully gonna do some of that as a
Okay.
team.
As a
Yeah.
team. Oh,
Mm,
okay. I'm looking forward to that.
yeah. It's gonna
Sounds
be
great.
awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Tell us, how did you get into gaming itself?
Um, gaming. I got into gaming. So my cousin has been always a really big uh gamer ever since he was a kid. He had
Right.
like every console ever. I'd go to his house. He'd have like 5 consoles always on, ready to go. And he showed me CS:GO, like I said.
Yeah.
Um, and I was like, dude, I love this. Cause I before gaming, I was a really athletic. Like I would play soccer, basketball, lacrosse, all that stuff. I would always be doing like soccer camps in the summer and stuff like that. I
Ooh.
found gaming and I like slowly started to
Wait,
move
did you
away
just
from
say
all that stuff.
soccer?
Yeah. All
No,
right,
I'm
football,
not.
my bad.
Okay, okay. Nah, I'm playing with
Yo,
you, man.
yeah. So football, yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Uh,
It's cool. It's
dude,
cool. I don't
I
care.
forgot.
I'm pulling
Um,
your leg. It's cool.
yeah. So I like slowly drifted away from those, and I was like, I just fell in love with gaming and everything
Right.
about it, like meeting everybody, like all
Mm-hmm.
these cool people online that I would never beat without it. I thought that was really awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of how I got started to gaming.
Okay. And tell us about your history of like esports teams. Like, how did that start? And tell us, how did you get into Zyder?
Oh, so
Yeah.
really funny story about that.
Ooh.
Zyda,
Okay.
I started post. I found Instagram.
Yeah.
I found out about posting clips on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
And I had the team captain of what was about to become Zyda. CS:GO was Haze. He messaged me.
Mm.
He liked the clips that I was posting. He wanted me to trial. I think it was like a 2 week period of just like playing
Yeah.
CS games, playing scrims and stuff like that. And eventually, I did not know that I was getting on Steam. I thought that I was doing horrible because it was Zeta was a huge org at the
It
time, like
was. Mm.
almost 100K or something
It's
like
a
that.
shame it ended. It really is.
Yeah, I'm really sad about that.
They are coming back
Yeah.
though. They are coming back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm
I think
excited for that.
it's. I think it's next December. Yeah, this December.
Is it still what's his name? Ethan is
It's Dunway.
oh
Dunway.
Dumbway's bringing it back. All right,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
messed with that. What's the owner's name?
Epo.
Epo, yeah. That might have
Yeah.
been it. I'm not sure. He had like really long hair. That's all I remember. And
Yeah,
then the
yeah, yeah,
cool
yeah.
ass like Zeta logo light behind his
Mm,
stream. Yeah,
that is cool. I wonder how much
yeah.
that costs. It must cost you a fortune.
Yeah, either that or he
It's
knows
custom as
somebody.
well. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But yeah, to get back to the story, like I thought I did horrible, and then he shot me a DM, and he's like, "Yeah, we want to bring you in. We got a tournament in like 2 weeks. You know, we want to
Ooh.
start practicing.
Okay.
Like all the guys like you." And I'm like, "Oh, bet." And I was down for it.
Mm,
And uh, so yeah, that's how I got into Zeta. Yeah.
wow. Tell us about your experience in Zyda. What was it like to be a Zyda member?
I'm not. All right, this might sound bad actually, but I feel I'm speaking for myself. I feel like the CS:GO department of Zeta, because it was mainly a Fortnite team, right? So I
Mm,
feel like we were kind of overshadowed or anything. Like we wouldn't. I don't think any of us were followed by the main team or anything.
yeah.
Uh, it's not like we weren't in it. We definitely were
Mm,
in Zeta. Like you can ask any of the owners that we did have a CS:GO team. Um, but I kind of felt like outcasted, I guess. But other than that, like, um, they were really nice to us. Um, Other than like the media stuff, which social media at the end of the day doesn't
yeah.
really matter that
Doesn't
much, I
really
guess.
matter.
Yeah, if you're not gonna post your if Fortnite is getting your team more views, obviously you're gonna want to post
Exactly.
Fortnite, not
Mm,
CS:GO. Um, so yeah, I had awesome experience with Zeta. They were really flexible.
mm,
After like things didn't go some ways, like they were really good about just like waving us goodbye. They were really polite about it. So, um, yeah, it was an awesome experience. Like definitely being in a team like that, like high
yeah.
up there, was awesome.
Mm. May I ask, do you know a guy called Bittersweet? Like, it's the name tag?
CSGO player?
Maybe. Maybe.
I've run into a bitter S, like bitter than a capital
Hmm.
S. That could be
Okay.
him.
Okay.
Uh,
But next, moving on to big shout outs. Shout out, this is a moment to shout out the people that have helped you this year and
Shoot.
last year and the past few years.
Alright,
Big
so
names.
the first one that I'm always gonna say no matter what is my boy Timber. He's been my
Mm,
biggest supporter slash critic since like when I started everything.
right.
So he's my best friend. Like he's always like pushing me to do better and
Mm,
like really he's just he I don't know. Like he's my
yeah.
biggest supporter. Um, Another shout out would be KNX for sure. KNX like has
Legends.
always his yeah legend for real. He's like always helped me. Like I said, like when we were looking for an org, when we were a free agent team, we were looking for an org. Literally we were shot down by like two teams that we were almost promised contracts from. I won't say the names. And then we got stuck in this team called. Nah, you know what? No, I'm not gonna bring anything into it. We were stuck in this team. They weren't really doing anything for us, and we were kind of like locked in. And then KNX went
Right.
out, bought us from that team, and like again, just had our back with that
Mm,
whole time.
this was
And
Bandits,
yeah,
right?
yes,
Okay.
he bought us from
Mm,
he bought us to be on Bandits from that other team.
yeah.
Yeah.
Tell us
Um.
about the history of Bandits.
All right, yeah. So Bandits actually is really weird. It's not always been the logo that we know today.
Yeah.
Um, it used to be like some really bad drawn like green themed bandit. And it later just said Bandits EC.
It does look
Um,
clean. It's a fox, right?
yeah, yeah.
I
I think
thought it was. I really thought it was. I was trying to
the fo-
tell, but yeah.
yeah, no,
I
I
really
believe
hope
it's a
it is.
fox. Yeah, I like the logo that we have right now. Actually, I think it's
Mm,
like really simple. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, the
It
history
can
was.
always be more simple. Okay? It can always be
It
more
always can be,
simple.
yeah. Like, might as well just, I don't know. Like, what could you do? I can't, like, show
We
it
can
you basically.
Firefox it. We can turn it into Firefox. Give it the same thing. Like, have you seen they
No,
literally got rid of the whole fox? It's just a
the whole
flame now.
fox
Yeah.
yeah, it's not even, it's just
We'll
fire.
do that to
That's all
bandits.
it
We
is.
will do that to bandits, okay? That's the
Yeah.
plan. I did it to Blue Skirmish, okay? I turned the dog into just a tail.
It's
Jokes aside,
just,
yeah.
yeah. Um, but the history was, like I said earlier, it started as
Mm,
a CSGO team.
yeah.
Kind of self-funded from all the money that he and
Mhm.
everyone else had won. We kind of pulled it together, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, Uh, we tried to hire management, I believe, and then the management like really bad. This was 2018. Like nobody from Bandits right now was on, well, besides me and
Yeah.
Crumble. Um, like no one on this iteration of Bandits was
Mm,
here in 2018.
right.
Um, so the management had us in a really bad deal where we couldn't leave until the contract was done. And these were tiny contracts at the time. There weren't
Oh.
like anything special. But we were still like technically in contract jail. KNX had just had a kid, um, and he like could not play CS anymore. He had to spend like all of his time,
Yeah.
obviously.
Of course.
Um, so he wanted out really badly, and the management wasn't letting him. He had like 2 more months on his contract, and he literally could not keep playing CS:GO.
Was this
Like
recently?
no, this was
Oh,
2018.
okay. Right.
Um, so like literally his only way of getting out of it was like putting the whole team on blast basically. So like pretty much the whole CS:GO community, like I wouldn't say the whole CS community, but like a
Mm,
large part of that like tier 2 community would hated
yeah.
bandits. So that's kind of what
Whoa.
got us out. Yeah.
Wait, why did they hate you? Like, what do you mean by blast?
uh,
Like,
so we just kind of honestly we shit talked our own team.
oh,
Like because it was management that were being like douchebags, and we were the ones who hired
mm.
them, which didn't really make any sense, right?
Wait, how did
KNX
you?
like
Isn't KNX like the CEO of a thing? How was he getting trapped in his own team?
he sold it to him was the problem.
He did
So
what?
he made Bandits, and he didn't
Mm.
want to run all of it, right?
Yeah,
He
so he
just
gave
wanted to play.
shares.
No, he sold the whole thing, let someone just like control us the whole time, which was the I don't
Mm.
understand it because that was his problem in the first place with
Yeah.
Bittersweet, right? Um, I don't know what he was thinking, but yeah. So we just put the management team on blast, basically, to the point
Mm.
where they had to shut down the org.
Yeah.
And then recently, I want to say 2021, KNX bought the org again
Yeah.
for nothing like close to a penny, basically. Um, and then since 2021, he had been working like I had been helping him out a little bit actually, but like he'd been like
Mm.
slowly working on like getting everything back. So there was a
Yeah.
new logo. He tried to bring in a Valorant team. Um, it worked for like 2 weeks. It was
Mm.
basically they got picked up by somebody else. And until 20 like mid 2022, it was kind of still a ghost
Mm.
town, I want to say.
Yeah.
And then he picked up like I remember just seeing my Twitter blow up with like 4, 5 different members joining, a whole Valorant team joining, and then the Apex
Ooh.
guy. And I was like, yo, he's
Oreo
making
pancakes. Yeah.
yeah.
That guy's
And
good.
so he is good too. Like, and I didn't
Mm.
think anything of it. I thought it
We need
was,
to get
oh,
him a
this is a
full
fun.
roster. That is the next plan for the future. At least one of my
Yeah,
plans is to get 2 extra people and then we get a full team of Apex.
yeah.
Because it's so fun
And like,
watching that as well. But yeah.
I love Apex Esports. I've always
Mm.
said this, and I always continue to say it. Apex is the most interesting esport to watch. Like, there's so much
True.
going on. The end games are insane. Like, it's never a
Mm.
guaranteed win unless it's like a 3v1. And even then, if you're playing the right hero, what are they? Hero, legend. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's always like can turn in your favor. Like,
Mm.
yeah. So I really want to like see the Bandits like Apex team just
We
be on
will.
top.
I've had a Apex team on Oasis for a little bit, and we got into a Lenovo tournament we did. It was actually
Oh
pretty
yeah.
nice. And we got like one clip. It wasn't just like, but the cast was actually talking about us and stuff as well. But that was some
I
cool
love
screen
that.
time. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was the next plan
It's gonna be
again.
so
We're
fun.
gonna. I really want to get us into LGS. That's the plan.
ALGS is a
Mm,
big goal. Yeah.
yeah.
Victor's they love to talk about us too. So Victor's is the league that we
Ooh.
play in as bandits.
Okay.
They love talking about us. Whether it's nice or not, I don't yeah. There was one time where we were getting absolutely bodied. Because right we had just made a few roster changes in the middle of the
Yeah.
season. So that kind of fucked us. But oh, am I allowed to swear on it? Shit.
You can keep it to a minimum. That's all.
Alright. Yeah, yeah. I remember that. I'm sorry. Um, so they were putting up literally hating on us basically. There was a clip, Russ, I can send it to you after. Russ got knifed. Um, and we after that our mental was just gone. Um,
Yeah.
and they just hated us. But and then next game, it was back up. We were playing
Mm.
good. They liked us, but yeah. It's definitely fun when you see I mean, it must be awesome from like an owner's standpoint seeing your team even playing, I guess.
It
Like,
is. Yeah. Of course. Of
yeah,
course.
like just seeing like, oh yeah, I put this team together,
Mm.
or
And then
like,
you get to
yeah,
watch
that's
it, and you just sit back
yeah,
and you watch that team play. It's great. It's
hmm
great. You get the milkshake, get the pizza, right?
yeah,
Order the Domino's pizza. But yeah, tell us about how you got the name Domino. But yeah, tell us about that.
yeah. So like I said, I was a really athletic kid when I was younger.
Yeah.
I was
Then you started
playing
eating Domino's.
football. Exactly. I was playing football, soccer,
Yeah.
football, whatever you want to call it.
Hmm.
Um, and I kept falling. There was a day where I would not stop falling, and one of my
Yeah.
teammates said, "You're falling like dominoes." And I was like, "Yo,
Oh,
that is an insane name.
That is a good analogy. That is
Yeah.
sick.
I think that's one of the best origin stories you can ever
Mm,
get, honestly. And I was like, that is sick. And then it stuck with me for like a year. And then I put it in my CS:GO name. I had a really cringy CS:GO name beforehand. It was really bad. So I changed my Steam name to Domino, and I was like, oh yeah, that's clean, because it was just
it is
Domino
really
in
clean.
beforehand. Yeah, and it's just stuck with me before
Yeah.
forever.
How comes you're switching like back and forth between Skeezo and Domino? You might as well just stick with one.
Yeah. So Skeezo is just a nickname that I got in CS:GO. And
How so?
I
How'd you get it?
so do you know what steezy means?
No.
It's kind of like nice, like
Okay.
smooth, I guess, is what people
Hmm.
describe it as. Um, and like, do you know what surfing in CS:GO is?
No, not
It's
really.
all
Tell me
right.
about
So
it.
it's kind of like you're gliding, and so my movement was really
Oh, is
good
that
in
the knife
CS.
thing? Is that the knife thing?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
yes, I've
So,
seen that. All those
so
commentary
I did.
channels. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So I did a lot of that. So my movement was like really good in game,
Mm-hmm.
and they said I was skiing, but since I was like nice with it too, they were
Oh.
calling me like skeezing, basically,
Hmm. You called
like
yourself
steezing,
Skeezo.
skeezing. Yeah, and then it just kind of like adapted to Skeezo. It was
Hmm.
Skeezer for a little bit,
Yeah.
and then I took the off and I put O because I thought it looked clean. I went through.
Hmm.
I typed in every single letter in my keyboard to see what went with it,
Yeah.
like Skeezy, whatever, and I was like, Skeezo looks clean. So
How
yeah,
long have you had that for?
5 years, but I only really
Oh,
started
okay. Hmm.
like
Yeah.
saying it and like calling myself like that when Valorant came out, because when Valorant came out, a lot of the CS players came they came to
Right.
Valorant, because CS:GO was just basically dying. New game,
It's true.
same to CS:GO basically. And they're
Hmm.
like, "Yo, Skeezo or Skeezer," and I was like, "Yo, what's good, guys?" And they brought it back, and I was like, I kind of I how what do you say? Indulge it more, or I was
Okay.
like,
Would you ever
I don't
switch
know.
to it like fully, or you still
I don't think
contemplating?
so. I don't know,
Okay.
cause cause
Hmm.
Domino, like, it's just like everyone calls me Dom, and
Oh, okay.
yeah,
But then we could all call
so
you Ski.
that's true. But for right now, I would say no. If someone way better than me took the name Domino, that would suck. I'd actually hate that. I was thinking about that the other day. I would hate if someone just came into the scene with a name like the same as mine. Like,
But they still
that's when
can.
I would
They still can, to
Yeah,
be
they still
honest.
can. Yeah. Um and that's when I would change to Skeezo. But only then if someone takes my name. So anyone watching the podcast, don't do it.
Change. Take his name, guys. Come on. Take his name.
They want Skeezo.
We want Skeezo, okay? Force it, okay?
Let's get that trending on Twitter.
Hmm. R.I.P. Domino.
We
Okay,
want Skeezo.
we do. We really do. Tell us about the state of the Valorant scene and the future of the game. What do you think of Valorant, like the future?
I think Valorant right now is like in a really weird spot. So I don't know if you
Also,
follow it at all.
I mean,
There's
I
this thing
run Blue Skirmish, so I kind of have to a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know about the franchising
Yeah,
in
I do.
Valorant? Yeah. So
Mm.
I have a really interesting take on that. I think it's too early for franchising actually.
I don't think
Um
franchising should be in the game at all. If I'm being honest.
yeah, I mean I make sense on why it's a thing, but um like it's more stable for esports orgs, and it's a
Yeah.
win-win basically. But I think for the players, it really sucks because
Mm.
um there's only, let's see,
Limited spots as well.
limited spots, right?
Yeah.
So you have to take all of NA's best players, all of your region's best players, right? Put them into a team. You're gonna leave some really good players out, and they're gonna dogfight for Ascension or whatever, which I think
Mm,
Ascension is going to be more interesting than franchising, in my
yeah.
opinion. Um, and then if you don't make Ascension, right, because there are really good players who are not making the tier two scene. We've seen it
Right.
with the open qualifiers recently, that there are some really good teams that really I think deserve it. Not make it yet, so they have to run through LCQ because there's like content teams with like
Mm-hmm.
really good players. Um, whether or not they're taking it seriously, that's for you to decide. I guess they say they are, but I feel like sometimes they're kind of trolling. And I
Yeah.
feel they're just taking the spot of um like someone who like literally needs this to like live. Like
Mm,
this is their job. Um, and like if you drop out of you finish high school, right? And you're pursuing Valorant,
yeah.
and then franchising comes along, and maybe you're on you're
Fucks
maybe
you
you're
up.
on an
Yeah.
org. Yeah, exactly. Maybe you're on an org and they like don't let you like you get stuck in a buyout or something like that, right? You have to play with that org. No matter what team they give you,
Mm,
it could be you and like four other horrible players and you're done. You're out of a job, basically.
it's true.
So I think franchising is really interesting. I think it was too early because it's been 2 years of stable competitive Valorant. In those two
Right.
years, we've seen some really, really insane things happen. Like I don't know if you know who the guard are, but
Yeah. Yeah. I do.
so the guard went from barely being able to win like local LAN events,
Didn't they
like
want?
they're
Didn't they win
huge.
like VCT or something?
Yeah, they won.
Yeah.
They were the first seed going into Iceland this year. So if
Ooh.
franchising was a thing, and that story would have never happened, right?
I swear the
Um,
Guard isn't even franchised anymore.
no, they're not.
That's
That's the thing.
stupid. Like they're such a top tier team. I saw this joke on
Yeah.
Twitter, like, haha, you're not franchised. But like, how? How are they not franchised?
I don't
And this
know.
what puts
And
me off,
they
right? Because Riot Games does this with every single game they have. Eventually, right? They do it with League, and this is what put me off from League as well. I don't play the game right, but any esports team who wants to start a League of Legends won't bother unless you're like 100 Thieves or something starting out. You know, you're not
yeah,
gonna want to because it's just gonna cost too much to franchise.
yeah. And one thing I do actually kind of agree with the franchising is Valorant picked their partners. It wasn't like a here's how much money it costs to get in.
Mm,
Pay it if you want. It was they hand selected what they thought would be the best for their future.
yeah.
So, um it's not like a oh, I want this spot, so I'm gonna pay $10 million for it, right? Like I'm pretty sure that's the
Mm,
bio for Call of Duty, I believe. It's 10 mil, something
oh,
like that. That
that's
might be way
crazy.
too high.
That is
I'm not
crazy.
sure. It
I
might
mean,
be way too high.
I'd hope not. That's quite a
Yeah,
lot.
Bandits is screwed if we ever want to get in there, but
Would be nice.
um, it would be.
Bandit Chicago. I don't know. Some insert random city. but
Yeah,
yeah,
Minneapolis Bandits. Oh, yeah. Take notes.
no,
I got
no,
you.
no, no. We are not having that, man. But yeah.
No, but yeah, I like that they did that because
Mm,
um I do think that there were some orgs that were left out. Like you said, the guard.
yeah.
Another really good example would be like Phaze Clan, I guess. I know there's a lot of
Mm,
controversy around them though, but they're a really good team.
yeah.
As well
Because
as
some of the
like
content they
Optic.
produce, like, you know,
Mhm. Yeah,
is a bit what you're doing, guys. But they're pro teams, right? They really get overshadowed by the content, unfortunately. It's
really.
a real shame.
It's really unfortunate. Like their CS:GO team, I love what. It's the only CS team that I like actually watch now is the Phase Clan team.
Their Valorant
Um,
side was really good as well. But
they're
yeah.
still in though, so
Hmm.
like
Of
they're
course
they're
they
in
are.
tier
Their
two.
Phase.
Yeah, yeah. They have a really good team, and another example is Optic Gaming.
Yeah.
The literally
Classic.
went so they I don't remember in order, but they won a
Mm,
tournament. They came second, and then they came
yeah.
second again this year. They had everyone describes it as the best Valorant roster to ever exist. Like it's awesome. Like just looking back on the memories, they were so dominant. Um,
Right.
and they're gone. Optic is completely out of Valorant now, just because of franchising.
Wow, they literally brought NRG. Did they buy NRG? What did they buy? Oh no, Envy. They bought Envy. Yeah,
They bought Envy, yeah.
they brought Envy right, and then now they're out.
Yeah.
That's
But
just, so
there
they
I'm
killed 2 teams in the process. 2 teams.
two birds with one stone, yeah. Um and there's so many other teams that
Hmm.
like left because they didn't get in it. Like Dark Zero, trying to think
Yeah.
of another few. Let's see. None that come off the top of my head, but there are some big orgs. I can't think
Hmm.
right now.
Yeah.
Let me see. No, that's all of them. Yeah. I
Okay.
was trying to look over my jerseys if I thought if I saw any, but
Yeah. Well, show
yeah.
us your jerseys.
Oh, I got you.
Also,
All
I
right.
have to say your setup is actually so clean. I can't lie. They can't.
Thank you, man.
Everyone can't see it because like it's a small panel, but it's
Yeah.
actually amazing. Like
Yeah,
the
thanks, man.
lighting as well. Oh,
Yeah, no, my camera is so bad. I don't know if you could tell or not.
I mean it's pretty
But
good. It looks pretty good.
that's the lighting. So it took
Oh
me like
my.
2, 3 months to figure out what the best combo is and where the
Mm,
lights have to go. So I have
yeah.
LEDs up top. They have to be
You stream,
blue.
don't you?
I do, yeah. I stream
Where
every
can we
time that I
find
play
you?
Valorant.
Where can we find you?
Twitch.tv/WTF Domino.
Hey, okay, you heard him.
But yeah, my lighting. So I have like the white LEDs over
Mhm.
here,
We
and
can't
then the
see them
blue
because we've
up.
got the panels. Yeah.
Right. Here, I'll just yeah. Um, and so that's like my white light,
Yeah.
and then the blue to kind of bring in dark, and it just kind of combines. It's the best color pattern. But yeah, I'll
Yeah.
grab my jerseys real quick.
Hey.
Really, yeah. Try not to stare. All right, trust.
1.5 hours later. Yo, he's got the full bunch. Bro has the full
Wait,
package. Yo,
I've been on a
he's got
lot of teams,
everything.
right?
Oh, start from the start. Start from the start.
Start from
In
the start. All
order.
right.
Come on, let's do it. Let's
Are
do
we
it.
going history? Like history
Yeah,
order?
yeah, sure. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay. All right. All right. I don't know where my Zeta one is. I Oh, it's right here. Okay. So
Let's
this was the rough draft
go.
of the Zeta one. Um,
Okay. See it.
this isn't in order. You want it in order, don't you? All right. Let's do this
Start with the
then.
Zeta one. Come on, show the Zeta one.
All right, Zeta. So this one
Oh,
is not
Zyda,
the
but
one
yeah.
that Zeta, yeah. This is not the one you're thinking. This is like the rough, like the
It's more
horrible
of a
rough
t-shirt.
draft.
It's more of a t-shirt, to be
Yeah,
honest.
but
Not
it says
bad.
Domino on the back. It's like this is
Well,
basic
this is some
t-shirt.
content. This is some content right here.
Yeah, some it's a little trip down memory lane here.
Mm.
So this is my bittersweet jersey. Uh,
Ooh.
this one's one of my favorite actually. Like I remember where this one's comfy, and I don't
It's
know
an
where
armor.
it
It's
is.
armor.
Arma, yeah.
Armor.
Um,
I've seen them on Armor GG as well. Are they still around? Bitswick
no,
still around?
so they tried to come back into Halo, I think, and
Oh.
then they shut down everything again, and
Hmm.
now their bio says 2015 to it's not over.
What?
So
Maybe they're coming back?
I don't know. They
Strange.
said
Yeah.
I've been waiting. I'm excited to see what they got. And so after this is I didn't really get jerseys in
Yeah.
CS because CS you're more it was more like I was moving from
Yeah,
here,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
right? Um, and Bandits ever actually had a jersey for CS:GO. I wish they did because I wish I could show you how ugly this old logo was. Like no diss, but
Ah.
it was horrible. And then you come. This is start of Valorant. So the start of Valorant. This is Sakura
Ooh, I
Esports.
like that. I like that. It's a very clean
Yeah.
logo.
Yeah.
So
So
clean. The
no
flag as well.
longer.
Hmm.
Yeah. No longer around. Yeah, I'll show you there.
Yeah.
Oh, uh,
Yeah, most teams don't really last a
yeah.
year. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was more like just starting out.
Hmm.
After uh, like literally 2 months after Valorant came out, I think.
Yeah.
When we we came together and we found a partner for it. So good shout out to them. Yeah, like I said, not around anymore. But and then this next one is Nexus. So
Clean. Like it.
yeah, American flag again. I really like the addition of that.
That's nice.
So
The color scheme is
yeah,
great. Like the color
yeah.
scheme. Orange. You don't
Orange
see
is one
orange
of my
much. You don't see orange
no.
much.
It's really underrated color, I think. But yeah. Do I have? Oh shoot, yeah. Um. So yeah, that was Valorant again, obviously. That was a really good team. That was like my first good, solid, like confident roster. We were together for like 4 months, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, so in this next second to last one, this is Maniacs Esports. Huge shout out to them. They're still a team.
Cool.
So this is my state team, actually.
Yeah.
Um, we kind of is an interesting story about this. I really like this team. I really like everybody on the team still. I still chat with them
Hmm.
all, and it's definitely interesting. Another
Cap's on
armor
him
one, by
on
the way.
that team as well, isn't he? Cap.
Cap, yeah, yep.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's actually where I met Cap. So
Oh, okay.
yeah. Um, so like that was really fun too.
Mm.
Getting getting a getting a DM from them, like
Yeah.
seeing like my own state has a esports team. That was really cool. Yeah. And then of course gotta can't forget the bandits one. So
Do you
yeah,
mind
those
sharing
are all
like
the
the
jokes.
state? Mind
Oh
sharing the
yeah,
state?
Maine. Yeah. So here.
Maine?
Yeah, Maine, USA. It's
Ah.
it's like over by Canada basically, but you can
Oh, okay.
it's like cover up that.
Oh, that's smart. That's actually so smart. I did not
Yeah,
notice
isn't
that.
it? Yeah.
Good
Um
branding.
but
Yeah.
yeah, really and so Maine is a very northern lot of
Mm.
trees and everything like that.
Yeah, I can tell by
So
the
like
branding.
yeah. So like just all
It's clean.
like yeah, I thought that was really cool. But like I said, like my own state like has an esports team. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, those are all the jerseys, and hopefully I don't need any more. I'm running out of room in a room to hang them up.
Well, Bandits
Um,
2023.
Bandits, yeah, I gotta put this one somewhere. Uh, maybe a
I need
giveaway.
to
I
cop
don't.
that. I need to cop that.
They're good, man. They're
I
really
re-
comfortable.
For anyone who doesn't know, $28 for a Bandits jersey. It's a good
It's
deal.
cheap.
It's a very
It's
good
yeah,
deal. Like
really
the
good
other
deal.
ones are like 45. But yeah,
Yeah,
like literally, it's so expensive. Yeah.
yeah. Armor definitely is. I mean, again, it's
It's
like
worth it, but it's expensive. And it also takes a long time
yeah,
to ship. But yeah.
yeah. Armor takes
Like,
like a month.
yeah, man, it's crazy.
Mhm. Still a
Could be
good
get
brand.
though.
We're not dissing.
Yep. We do want you, Armor, okay? We really need
Yes.
you. Okay.
I actually begging. Oh my god.
Yeah.
If I get
Give
on my
us a
knees right
discount.
now,
Give us a discount, okay?
please.
Please.
Yeah. Should we do a
Yep.
little plug for the Bandits merch? You want
Sure.
more stuff like this? Nah, I don't even know the
Don't do
link
it,
for
do
it.
it, I swear. It is BNDTS esports.com.
That's actually so cool. Like
I
our
know it's
own.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nice that we have a website going as well. It's really good that we have that.
Really, really big jump from, like, if you look at Bandits from
Mm,
early like early 2022
yeah.
to now, it's like it's
Mm,
unrecognizable. Um, like we're
yeah.
really growing. I'm really happy to be a part of a team like this too. Like
Mm.
just repping and everything like that. And like you're not even ready for what's about to happen in February with Victorous and everything. Like
Ooh.
I don't know if you saw
I'm looking forward to it.
like the
Now
what's it
I
called?
don't think I've seen this.
The hype intro for it. The one
Oh,
that
the intro.
XO9
Yes,
posted.
yes. Oh, that guy is
That
amazing.
had me
He is so good.
so oh. That's my scream for anyone that didn't know. Uh, the woo
Ooh.
at the end is me. Like, and just hearing that, like, well, the first time I heard it, I like jumped up in my chair. I'm like, yo,
Mm.
this is
Yeah.
insane. We haven't even seen the montage yet. I don't even think it's done, but
Mm.
we're really excited for what that's gonna
Yeah.
be.
Gonna be great.
Yeah, 2023 is
Honestly,
our
from the inside looking in, even before, right, what's it called? I became part of Bandits, right? I want to be a part of it, right? I mean, I've planned buying Bandits for quite a long time. I was hoping you'd ask me, right? And you, basically, right, Crumble basically poster, he came up to
yeah,
me and was like, "Oh, do you want to be a manager?" Right, and then I decided, well, I don't really want to be a manager of the esports team, right? I don't think that would be like an interesting role because I'm kind of like KNX in that situation, right? And I decided, right, if I'm gonna go back to this situation, because I said that I didn't really want to go back to like running an esports team, right? And I thought, what's it called? If I'm really gonna go back, I don't want to just go back to a manager. And I
yeah,
wanted like, because I've got ideas. I've got quite a few ideas I'm gonna implement into this, and it's good to have some decent authority so I can actually implement them. And basically, right, I decided, oh well, how about I buy the org instead? And he was like, sure, sure. And then that
bet he
was
was
basically
not
the
expecting
story. I bet he
that.
wasn't. I really bet he wasn't. But I've been waiting for. I've been waiting. I was gonna either ask him right one of these days, right, or and he came to me instead. So I was like, the ball's in my court. Okay,
Exactly.
I took a take opportunities. That's a lesson for you guys. Okay, but yeah, um, yeah. Tell us about the future of Skeezo.
Future, we're just me as a person. I'm gonna keep. I made it a goal this year. I'm gonna try to be streaming as much as I can. Last year, I had a month where I would stream like
Yeah,
70 hours or something like that.
but
Which is for me is pretty good. I gotta practice and everything, and obviously you can't
yeah,
scream. You
yeah.
can't stream. Yeah, but I want to stream like a lot more. I want to like grow my
Mm,
my brand itself as a way of a backup plan. So
yeah,
if competitive doesn't work out, I always want to like I want to be gaming for a job basically. I
I
think
respect that.
that's the end goal. Yeah. So whether or not that's competing or
Mm,
if that's just making content and waking up every day, hitting the start
yeah.
record button or something like that, I'm totally down for that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but competing right now is the main goal.
Yeah.
Um, we're as bandits like as my Valorant roster goes, the goal is to win as much stuff as we can. Honestly,
Mm,
like we didn't
that's
have
what I
the
like to
best
see.
end of the year. Yeah, exactly. As a CEO, I'm sure. Uh, like we didn't have the best end of the season last
mm,
year. And
yeah.
2022 and altogether was kind of rocky. For me, I would say. Like just competitive wise, I wasn't at the start of the year. We were not making it past round one in a tournament, and now we're playing the top of tier three.
Wow.
Which
This is
I love.
incredible.
Yeah, it's just like the improvement from that.
Mm,
I want to see double that this year. Um,
yeah.
from me and like as a team. And I know that maybe this roster isn't going to stick around for the whole year. I mean, ideally it would, but
Mm,
um,
people
y-
come and go. Yeah.
right, exactly. But I think that was another mistake that I made last year. Was being a captain. You kind of have to um like make calls on whether or not someone's gonna keep playing. And I think that I was incorrect sometime where I said that
Mm,
this guy is the problem in our team, so we need to get rid of him. And that when you're getting rid of a player, it
right.
resets your progress, right? So you could
Yeah.
be up here, you get rid of that guy,
Mm,
you're down
some good
here.
advice.
Yeah, like always give people
Mm,
like at
yeah.
least 3 or 4 chances, right? I only gave like everybody has an off day. That's all I'm gonna say. Like
Of course. Yeah.
off days are normal. I have an off day. Everyone goes through a slump as well.
Mm,
Like a slump is right before. you're on your best game, right? Because you're playing so bad that you just want to play better. And the second
Yeah.
that you play better, you're dominating everything. I remember I went through a slump for like 4 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
I came back and that's when we started placing very high and like getting up in the tier 3 um like levels. So like always give a person a benefit of a doubt because
Of
um
course.
you don't know like what.
What's going on, especially?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Like you can't just be like, "Oh,
Mm.
you weren't doing that. You didn't get a kill. Look at the scoreboard. We don't need you here. We need someone that's going to contribute." They could go on another
Mm.
team and drop like 30 kills on your team. And you're like, "Oh, wow, maybe I should have kept that guy." Right? Like
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it's really important to like keep a strong core of your team at least. Um because you don't want to make progress with a person and then just
Mm.
destroy it and just redo that, do it over and over again because that is
Yeah.
what keeps you like on a flat line. Like you're not going up or down really. You're just staying the same and everyone wants to see improvement, I feel like. So
Of course.
definitely not something that you should like
Mm.
immediately go to, I'd say. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, but
Some
at
general
the end
good
that's what you go
advice.
for.
It
Yeah.
really is. I can personally relate to that as well because like it's all in good, right? In good faith, right, to give people second chances, right?
Yeah.
Obviously,
I mean,
don't overfeed your hand, of course, but yeah, that's some really good advice. Because I feel like a lot of people, give up too easily, right, and just act in absolutes. So yeah, I
yeah,
respect that. Some good leadership advice.
yeah. I try.
Now we are moving on to the three questions you ask me. For anyone who's new, basically at the end of each podcast, the viewer has to ask me three questions. So Domino, Skeezo, he's
Hold on.
got on his phone. He's
Yeah, I
actually
had
got on
to
his
write them
phone.
down.
This
Alright,
better
so
not be
my
the
first
future. No, no, not
so
the
I
future
actually
of
only have 2
SuperPhaze.
questions now.
Free,
Um,
come on, free, free, man.
we just alright, so
Improvise,
my
man.
yeah, yeah. So my first question is why bandits? Like what stood
Why
out
bandits?
to like about bandits?
Hmm. Well, the thing is about bandits, right? Is got some top players on the team, and I saw you on there and stuff because I've wanted you before on Oasis, right? A few other players who will originally are now part of Bandits, and I really wanted, to be a part of that experience, right? I've always wanted to be on a team and have a full set of professional Valorant players. I've always followed the esports, right? But getting into a Valorant scene was quite hard, right? Of course, and
Yeah,
to finally achieve that goal was something I capitalized on. I was like, well, they've got a full Valorant team, they've got an Apex team, which we can later build up. They've got some great managers, a great editor, like X09, absolute legend.
that guy
He
is
makes some
insane.
fire
Always
banners,
does.
some
Yeah,
really good banners.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
and he's really nice
he's
as
always
well.
responsive. Yeah, he like always responds and
Mm,
like whenever I'm like so we haven't always had the banners that we have right now, so the
yeah, yeah.
graffiti ones. My idea, by the way. Thank you very much. So when I was talking to him about that, I was like, yeah, I want to try something new for like the new team. And
Hmm.
he did that like freehand. Like he didn't have any packs for that or anything like some VFX or GFX guys do
Yeah.
have. He did that all like by himself, and I thought that was really cool that he
Mm,
did that for us.
definitely talented. Yeah, yeah. I've wanted to have a part of Bandits for a while. I really have, and I've been out of the esports business since really mm, last April. I was running Oasis on the side, right, but it was never really taken off as to the point where the original Oasis was. Bandits is what Oasis, right, could have been, right, if I kept it going. So to be a part of this, right, again, it's like it's good to be back. It's a perfect
Yeah,
esports org. and it's got lots of potential.
Yeah.
I do think
Uh,
there are some areas we are slacking on, but I'm going to help improve it, and that is why I'm here to help grow the org, like Rumble said. Yeah,
yeah.
and I'm here for the
I
long
think
run as well. I'm here for the long run.
yeah.
Bandits
Exactly. I love to
forever.
hear that. Bandits for life, man. I think that you came in at kind of the perfect time almost.
Mm,
Because for those of anyone that doesn't know, KNX, he wasn't really able to like do meetings or stuff like
yeah.
that. He was always busy. And so like we kind of it was basically Boat and Poster running the team, and they
Mm,
did a really good job. Boat was always calling
yeah.
meetings.
Boat's
We
really nice. Yeah, absolute
yeah,
legend.
Boat takes his role in this team very seriously. Which is
Boss man
something I
boats.
think that we yeah, boss man Boat, that's what we call him. And I think that we really need if we didn't have the Boat or
Yeah.
the poster in this team, and it was just KNX running it, I don't think Bandits would be a thing anymore. And I think that um we we wouldn't have built like this kind
Yeah.
of team and like had this much success
Mm-hmm.
without with those two. So they're really crucial part to it. And now you're
Yeah.
here, like that's like the three musketeers of Bandits basically, like just kind of like leading the way for us.
Mm,
Um, and obviously, like all the teams are trying their best to improve
yeah.
improve the team as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah.
Agree. Second question.
Shit.
He gets his phone out.
It's in my notes. Alright, so like most of these questions are about bandits.
Yeah, yeah,
If
it's
you're
cool.
okay
It's
with that.
cool.
Yeah. So as you know, we're in Valorant, Apex,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what are three esport scenes that you would be interested in bandits being in?
Well,
Like
obviously we're
you're
in Valorant, Apex, and Fortnite. Um, huh? Oh shit! Actually, no, 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 no. This is coming out on February the 10th. God, dude, this is coming on February the 10th.
oh yeah, yeah, no, we're we're good then.
We're good. We're good. Okay. I didn't
I
leak
was
anything. Okay.
I was
I'm like one of those bad Marvel actors
dude.
or something. But yeah.
Oh yeah. I was like, bro.
Leaking my own org, man. How could I, man? But listen, right. For anyone who doesn't know, this is recorded on the 16th of January. But yeah, these
Next
podcasts
year.
come out monthly. So it's February 10th. This will be the release. Quite a while, well, from here. But anyway, obviously, Apex, right? I do think Apex, we haven't fully established our presence yet, of course. So I do want to build the sole focus should be, working on the stuff we have. Because I think less is sometimes better. The more you put in, right, the more you're going to have to deal with. So it's better to just, work with what you got, right, and just build on that rather than just. I Some esports scenes I wouldn't mind going into, right, is. Oh, good point. I
There's
don't
so
think
many
that
good games.
there
Like
are some good games. Hmm.
here,
No, I
take
can't.
money aside. Like
Money
imagine
aside,
if you
okay.
didn't have to pay into it or like
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
Like
yeah. I definitely want a CSGO side. I definitely want a CSGO side. I think,
I
that'd be
would love
great.
to see that again.
Go back to the
Yeah,
roots, you know what I'm saying?
exactly. Yeah.
Mm. Blue Skirmish is actually based off a CSGO game modes. Fun fact. It's actually based off
Really.
Wingman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the
Two v
whole
two,
plan to it.
right?
2v2. Yeah.
Yeah. I watched the one last weekend actually. I
Snow
wanted to
Skirmish. Or was it
yeah,
Blue
the snow
Skirmish
skirmish, yeah.
X? Yeah.
I believe it was a snow skirmish. The
Yeah,
Russian
yeah.
team. Yep.
Yeah, yeah. We just call him the Russian
Yeah.
team. We don't have to say his name.
Yeah.
Do you know
Uh,
who won that? Capybara Trainers.
oh yeah.
Crazy name, man. Crazy name.
Love that.
I respect
Oh,
that
the
though so
names are so
much.
good in that. The Russian team versus the captain. I love that, man.
But yeah,
Uh,
what's it called? Yeah, Valorant, right? What's I saying about Valorant?
oh, you're
Oh,
saying
CS:GO,
CS?
CS:GO, yes,
Yeah.
CS:GO. Definitely go back to CS:GO. Would bring us back to our roots and stuff. CS:GO is definitely something that we can get back into, and it's not something that's dead. You know, we can definitely hop back into the train.
Yeah,
Um,
I think I think that'd be
League of Legends.
interesting.
I think every esports org needs League of Legends, of course, right?
Yeah,
Um,
I was thinking that too. Like, I don't know why we
mm,
don't have a league team yet.
the thing is about League of
I assume
Legends
it's
is
hard
it's
though.
franchising. It's franchising. That's the problem. It's even worse because you have to pay normally
Yep.
for franchising. Like that's how what's it called? They got I think it was they got Drake or something for 100 Thieves to get them their franchise spot for 100 Thieves, which is
Break
something they got Drake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
action.
Drake. Yeah, I'm pretty sure
That's.
it was.
I mean, that doesn't surprise me. Like, Nadeshot knows
Mm,
so many people.
it's true. Yeah, Drake became an owner or something. I think it was Drake. Yeah. Another game would be, I guess, the Call of Duty franchise, right? Would have to be right. We'd have to be more established for that. I don't want to like, just jump in and like go, oh, we're gonna become a Call of Duty team. That goes with all the other games, right? I want to work on the main three games we have right now.
Yep.
Fortnite, we're definitely gonna get some more players.
Yeah.
Um,
I just don't. Okay, respectfully, I don't want like the Fortnite
you don't want
kids
to
to
become a
just
Fortnite.
leech into the team. Like,
Yeah,
it's cool if
of
we have like
course.
3 or 4, I'd say,
Yeah,
but I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
want the. So the last time I talked to a Fortnite player, they were arguing that Fortnite was harder than Valorant.
I
I'm not
know. I
gonna get
swear to
into
God, all
that
those
right
kids
now.
always do that, man. I hate it so
Um,
much.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
man.
get
I'm
into
on
that
your side
right
with that.
now.
I'm on your
But
side with that.
Valorant, I don't know, just from a person who has never really taken Fortnite that seriously, and who's taken Valorant the
Well,
serious
you're
man.
like tax shooters, aren't you? So
Yeah,
you're into tax shooters. So of course that would
yeah.
be the case.
I
But
just
yeah,
think that more in Valorant that you have to
mm,
kind
I
of
think I think Fortnite's more ability based, but Valorant's more like literally precision, like actual aim.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
Fortnite's more building. If you can build like a Taj Mahal with free Wi-Fi, right? You know what I'm
Yeah, I'm
saying?
saying.
You're
And
good
I'm
to
not saying
go.
that it's not
Yeah,
hard. Yeah.
it's not.
I'm not saying
Yeah, I'm
that
sure.
both games are, like, not
Yeah,
hard, like, I'm just saying it takes a little bit more, like, that's
thing
just
is,
my
both
opinion.
games have different skill sets. Really,
Mhm.
that's the
Yeah,
thing.
it's
That's
it's hard to
impressive.
compare to battle royale to a tag shooter, you
Exactly.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So
And
Call of
last but
Duty
not least, Apex. Of course, we wanna because Apex we have the one guy that don't really count as a team yet until we have all three people. Of course,
he's doing great though,
it is
like,
doing good,
on his own.
but I want to get it. Don't want him to be lonely on the team. You know what I'm saying? I want him to have
Yeah,
some Apex players surrounded by him. I will incorporate some contracts for that as well. Of the same for Valorant. But yeah. but
love that.
yeah.
Um,
Third question.
Third question is it's kinda similar to the esport thing, but, um, say we were, like, a big esports team, right? And we had like sponsor offers like left and right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You can only pick 3 of them though.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's do your top 5 like ideal sponsors and
Ooh.
what you would be most hyped from. Like whether it's
Mm.
like a Nissan or something, like a Bandit's car,
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I see. Basically, right, I'm quite minimalist, right? So I want to choose everything is red, okay, to match bandits, right? We'll start with Coca-Cola, right? Yeah.
That would be
Um,
sick.
I think it would, especially right. I bet you could put the bandits logo on Coca-Cola bottles or something, right? Forget
Yeah.
G4, right? We're going to the top, okay? Listen, and then basically, right? Hmm. Three top sponsors. Because Coca-Cola
Or
goes into
5.
other brands, of course. Like Coco's Costa. It's I don't think you have Costa over there, do you?
Don't know at all
It's
what
a
that
really
is.
nice. It's like
Drink
it's a
from that
coffee brand,
degree.
but Coca-Cola
Oh,
owns it.
really?
But yeah,
Huh.
really nice. Um, it's a hard decision. It's like I'm actually there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's, like, looking at all
Um,
the papers.
which one's a son? You know?
I mean, you still got 4 more left, so
4 more. I thought you said 3.
No, I said top 5.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I might have said like 3 and then I said actually 5. I don't know.
Hmm.
Check the
I
VOD
want.
deck.
Okay, I want AMD. AMD. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
What's it called? I have an AMD CPU, so I'm a bit biased. But
I said-
basically, what else? That's the third. What second one? So the third one. We've got a drink. We've got a graphics card and what's it called? CPU company. A drink. First card and CPU. Third one. What's the key thing for sponsors like is you never overlap. You know.
Yeah. You can't have like 2 energy drink
Mm,
sponsors.
exactly. So probably something like Domino's or something. I'm saying.
I would definitely love a Domino's sponsorship.
Mm. Or even Subway. Subway would be nice. I love Subway. But
I
yeah.
think Subway like actually sponsors teams too. Like I'm not
Yeah, I've
sure.
seen
I'm
them
like
around.
not
Yeah.
aware of like of Valorant. I think no.
Mm.
Loud, the Brazilian team is actually sponsored by Subway, I believe.
I think that'd be quite nice to have. It's
Yeah.
more. It's quite healthy as well. So.
Yeah. Exactly. Right. I always go to Subway. Like
I go
it's
there
good.
every morning to work. So.
Oh yeah. What's your go-to meal?
It's nothing special. It's really nothing
Nothing.
special. It's just like just breakfast, pretty much.
Just
But yeah.
breakfast. Yeah. I get that.
But yeah, that's the answer to the third question. Um,
I like
Domino's or Subway, Coca Cola. What was the other one?
AMD.
AMD. Yeah,
You
yeah.
want the graphics card?
Yes, we sure do. Oh, and An Acer as well. That's the fourth one.
Yeah. Yep.
I have
I
an
think
Acer monitor.
Logitech wouldn't be bad.
It's clean. My Acer monitor is 360 hertz.
Oh yeah. I'm
You know,
gonna
I'll tell you
scrub.
about
I
that
wanna get
deal.
some
Tell you
play.
about that deal, right? It was £500 right new, but I got on eBay for 250. Literally half price, right?
Was still
It,
new or like
it was like open, never
on?
used.
Isn't that crazy how much that
Hmm,
decreases the value of?
real.
Yeah.
But it's
Like
crazy because I would have paid more for that, right?
oh yeah,
But
360
250,
hertz.
right? Yeah, that guy was like selling himself cheap.
No one
I
tell
love
him.
a good deal though. Yeah,
Yeah,
eBay
love
would
a good
also be
deal.
a nice partner as well. Yeah.
Or Amazon. I feel like
Hmm. Yeah.
yeah,
Come on, Jeff, man. Come on,
yeah.
please.
Cause think about it. Like we could literally get like, like the 100 Thieves
Oh, we got to have
compound.
a swimming
Like
pool.
a
We got to have a swimming pool. So
band.
Bandits
Oh,
compound. Bandits
the
compound. Okay,
Bandits
listen.
compound, bro.
Right, we got a swimming pool, right? It's a massive swimming pool. We got water slides, right? We got a nice
Yeah,
content house next to it, right? It's like 100 feet, right? But we take it the 100 feet compound, we knock it down, we rebuild it, right? We just replace, cross it out, and put the Bandits logo on there. What it's basically like.
he's such a troll. Just like an X through the 100 Thieves
Literally,
logo. That'd
everywhere
be
there's 100 thieves, you just put Bandits.
yeah.
We should do it as a video, like just raiding the 100 thieves, like
We stole
con-
100 Thieves.
compound. Yeah, we just put Bandit stickers everywhere. We just
I'd be
sneak in
down
there.
for it.
We should actually
That's
do
so.
that. That's
I'm
a
down
great
for it.
idea. We'd get like a big shout as well, I reckon. Like we'd blow
Or
up. Mm.
arrested. I don't know. Either
Nah, I
one
don't
works,
know,
bro.
man.
I think it'd be fine.
Not if they
Hey, shout.
catch us, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
They can't catch us,
I'll
okay? We're
I'll
bandits,
talk to
okay? It's
some
in
of
our
the guys
name.
on the Valorant.
It's in our
Yeah,
name, okay?
I didn't even think about that.
It's part of our brand, okay? We've got to represent, okay?
Hell yeah.
See, if we're
No,
not being bandits, okay, how can we rep the team?
there was a really cringy catchphrase for bandits,
Oh boy, don't tell me about it.
and it, it was like stealing wins or something like that. And
Oh,
in my head, I'm like, oh god.
uh, what was it?
And
What is it now?
I don't think we got one. I think
Okay,
it's
just
just
bandits
bandits
win.
win. Like, yeah.
We're changing it though. We are changing it. We're gonna change
You
something
don't
that's
mess with
more
the
original.
bandits win. Yeah.
I think it's
I think
alright,
it's
but I
good for
think
like
it's too
gameplay.
generic. I think because a lot of
Yeah.
teams have that, so we want to make it more special to us, to the people who
Yeah.
support bandits. So yeah,
Yeah.
the
I
team is
agree.
doing so well as well. We've gained like 20 followers like in a
Yeah,
week.
when you joined, we just
Yep, it's a super phase effect. Okay.
yeah, literally.
Yeah, I
Uh,
think that's gonna wrap up for the episode. Domino,
oh,
anything you want to say to the audience? Final
Uh,
words?
yeah, definitely check out Bandits. Like we're growing. Um,
Mm.
if you guys want to follow me, not I don't want to be like self-promoting or
No,
anything.
no, no. It's your podcast, okay? Self promote as much as you want.
So it's Domino CSGO on Twitter. Like
Mm.
I said earlier, I stream as much as I can over on
Yeah.
Twitch, twitch.tv/WTF Domino. Um, Other than that, like come support the team. Uh, yeah, like Bandits is
Mm.
next up, and
Sure
definitely
is.
to try to tune in to any matches that are going on. Like try to
Yeah.
just support as much as you can, because believe it or not, the players actually do see how much support you give, and it's a really big motivation. Um, to have just like a fan following. But yeah, other than that, it was awesome being here. I had a lot of fun. Definitely can't wait to watch this
Mm.
one. And I'm gonna watch the other ones. I promise. I subscribed on the Apple iTunes thing, so
Oh, okay.
eh, I'm gonna make sure to keep myself
Mm.
updated. You can give me a
On
test
YouTube,
later this week.
we have the face cams as well, so
Oh yeah,
definitely look
can't
out for
wait.
that.
Yeah, but yeah, thanks for having me, and
Of course, man.
it's been awesome.
Mm. It's been great having you, man. And that was Domino, our amazing guest, Valorant legend of Bandits Esports, BNDTS Esports. Check us out. Make sure to drop a like, maybe subscribe to the podcast because it really helps the channel, helps everything that we do. Bandits, Blue Scabish, Team Oasis Podcasts, even Domino. Helps out with his contract.
Believe it or not.
But anyway, thank you all for watching. That was your host, SuperPhaze. We will see you in the next episode. The next one should be all three. Who knows? Okay. We'll see you all next month.